All right. Let's do some mining. Turn off chat. Let's go do some mining. I think mining's one of my favorite activities to do in the game. It's the most relaxing, that's for sure. My last stream ended horribly. The server went kaput.
Hi. Welcome to the
Where am I
store.
running to? It's like I forgot where I was going. It's kind of crazy.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
Let's get
retrieval
our MISC
system.
prospector. Let me take that off my ear. I need to be able to hear, so I don't talk too loud and I don't talk too quiet.
Please visit us again.
Oh, look. The old space station kill you bug. So as soon as you get on the elevator, it dropped me out and I suffocated a little bit, caused me some damage because I'm missing a helmet. What's funny is I'm missing a bunch of armor. From all that bunker running I did earlier. So that's kind of ridiculous. That's okay. We've got this standard issue Hurston armor. And let's see. I just need a backpack now. Alright, what backpack do I want to take? Let's put the Thule on. Alright, let's get a utilities. We need a tractor beam. We're going to tote the bore max because I like to use the bore max. Let's make sure I have a true hold attachment on there. There we go. I did, so we'll just restack that. Let's take 2 med pins. That's all we really need. Let's hop in our prospector and go. I'm going to do a little test real quick. I want to make sure that everything's working the way it's supposed to. So just bear with me. I think it's really fun when I don't know. I just tested and I didn't get a chat overlay in the chat box. So hold on just one moment. Yeah, it should have showed up right there. Ah, crud. Sorry about that. All right, let's get back to it. Okay, let's see here. Am I not live anymore? Yeah, I'm live. Sorry, I'm trying to respond. And no, I cannot see that. So that's lame. Let's just get it on and go mining. In a sense of hanging around, fooling around with the computer. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, mining is one of the most relaxing things you can do in the game. I'm running a Helix head, or Helix, not Helix. I'm running a Hofstad mining head as my laser. And today we're going to be going back to ITA because I like mining there because sometimes I can find gold. I seem to find gold there quite often. So that is where we're going to head, looking for gold. This one actually spools a little bit faster than my Aegis Titan Stalker, or Avenger Stalker. So I like that a little bit more. Ooh, I should have brought some sustenance. That's okay, we can land at a mining facility to get some, because usually in those mining facilities they'll have drinks or food. And they'll always have lasers and stuff like that. Bring you a little bit closer. Hopefully the audio is coming in good. Is the picture any good? Because I can't tell. Yes, it is. Okay. I'm having to use my phone as like a monitor. And no, I can't see that. And everything's going good. Thanks for asking. All right. So now we hit Hurston. Now we're going to ITA, and yeah, go from there. Anybody has any questions, hit me up. I can't see them in the chat because that panel's not working, but I can read it and respond from my phone. I can read it on my phone and respond to you this way. It's kind of a hassle, but it's better than not being able to respond. I should have got something to snack on. Okay, so what we want to do is, I like to fly down to the surface. And Ryder's a good place to start. We'll go down there, we'll start looking for stones on our way to Ryder. And really we're looking for stones around 12,000 and less as far as size. And really I'll mine pretty much anything. Beryl, Bexolite, Laranite, Agricium. I'm really looking for gold though. And I don't want to collect any iron because you have to go to Magda to sell your iron. Alright, so we have several things around us as soon as we scanned. Let's turn this off. I like to keep my mining head on. Technically, you can use your scan mode and kind of rule out certain rocks. I'm not good. I can't memorize the signatures. So there you go. That's gems. So if you were rock mining, that's the way to go. But we're not rock mining. Your prospector goes up and down faster than it goes forward and back. So it's more responsive. So if you're about to wreck, hit that space bar. What is this? More gems. Look at that. That's insane. Let's head this way. See what we got over here. So one of the first things I did when I played Star Citizen was I started with a starter pack, and it was a Aurora MR, and I upgraded that to a Titan Stalker later on. And then I got enough credits by doing bounty or mercenary missions, and I bought a prospector because I wanted to mine. So Hephaestonite, that's pretty good, and that's a decent ratio, 51%. So we're going to fly around and check the rest of the stones first. Anyways, I wanted to mine, so I bought a prospector in-game using in-game credits, and I actually ended up buying one with cash, and it was actually a good purchase. I've had it for a long time now, and I really enjoy the whole game loop, from refining, mining it, taking it to the refinery, having it refined, and then loading it up onto your cargo vessel. In my case, I use a Freelancer Max. It's got 120 SCU of cargo space, so that works out really good. So far, I've only found one decent stone. Too much iron. Usually these purple ones, you can go ahead and mine these or suck these in with your collection laser, but I don't like getting those things because iron is pretty much worthless. Terranite, raw, 21%. It says it's impossible, but I bet we could break it. This one's gonna be impossible. It's way huge. It's probably 20,000 or more. No, 10,000. Challenging, barrel, raw. So that's, I mean, barrel's pretty good. I like barrel. This one is impossible. It's gonna be 39% Hephaestonite. So I think we scanned them all. Right. No, here's another one. Let's check it out. Agricium, 55,000. That's way too big. I know we can't do it. So the wind affects you as you're trying to fly around. That one's impossible too. 20,000. So it makes you rock backwards and forth. Anyways, what I was trying to say is that I bought the prospector. I got me a Freelancer Max to haul stuff with. I ended up buying the 33% Agricium. So that's free to pick up, but it's not worth it. Terranite. Didn't we find a good one a while ago? I thought we did. Hephaestonite right here. Alright, so let's put a bore max on it.
Landing gear down.
Alright, landing gears down. Why does that happen?
Landing successful.
Alright, there we go. Turn it off so it doesn't float away while we're playing. And, okay, I still have my armor on, so that's good. Oh, looky. Just let the machine auto take you down. That way that doesn't happen. bore max out. The other day the bore max was messing up pretty bad when I was putting it on a rock. You hold your left mouse button down, place it on the rock. Now we're going to walk up, we're going to make some adjustments to fine tune it. Oh, look at there. So we got to click way down here if we're going to try to get it, because there's a bug. It's bugging out again. So we should get a full cluster on this, right? Because we got the settings perfect. So now we're going to enter the prospector. Enter the prospector and we're going to start mining. I hope you can hear me talking. Yeah, I'm sure you can. Okay. So we already have our mining laser on. Let's cut our engines back on. Let's scroll over. You can see our bore max blinking. Let's let it do its job. You have to hold Alt after you turn it on and scroll your mouse wheel up. If you scroll too fast, you'll get this weird feedback where your laser's like do-do-do-do-do. It's kind of crazy. Let's fly out to optimal range so we can get the optimal blast on this thing. It also makes your optimal window bigger. As soon as you start getting in the sweet zone, roll back on that laser. A bunch. So the Hofstede has one of the lowest, if not the lowest power. And with a module, you get a pretty decent high power on the high end. So that's pretty cool. Alright, and we'll have to get out and pick up our bore max when we're done as well. But that should cluster some of these together. So that's 89% Festinite, so that's pretty good. That's a decent cluster. 100% inert. That's a good cluster if you don't want to get it. Alright, 100% Festinite right there. That's what we're looking for. Festinite. Sometimes I say that word wrong. I probably said it wrong just now. That's a large chunk that we just got, and it took up 8.56 SCU out of a possible 32. Inert. We'll probably collect that one that's got the little bit of iron, because the little bit of iron's not going to hurt, and I don't like it for it to take forever for me to mine. Even though I do enjoy the game loop, I don't want it taking all day. So yeah, we'll take it. Because that's a big piece, 737 mass. And we ended up getting almost 6 SCU out of it. Alright, now we got one more rock that we can scan since we got that one out of the way. And it's mostly iron. Oh man, that inert material one just landed on top of our bore match, kinda.
Landing gear up.
Oh, I need my landing gear down, please.
Landing gear down. Mining mode off.
Turn that mining mode off so I can see that a little bit better.
Engines off.
Okay. That's funny that that door right there opened before I got the other door open. So just stand right here and let your guy go down automatically. If you do what I did a while ago, you'll just go flying everywhere. All right. we go. Put that back up. So it's hard to pick those up off the ground straight up. So I just whip them over with my tractor beam, pull them up. And just hit your inventory and slide it over and put it in your inventory. Or you can put it back on your backpack. But I found that it's kind of a pain to do that. Let's see where that mining station is. Right there. We'll go over to the mining station and see if we can find some one of those red drinks or one of those green ones. If not, we'll just get some food. Looks like there's 2 ships there right now. God, I bet you that's gonna be gems. If it's this close to the mining station, usually it's gems. Yep, gems. Ooh, somebody wrecked their Mercury Star Runner. So just land right here and we'll go ahead and give ourselves some fuel and check to make sure there's no damage to our ship. There we go. So the Prospector uses a lot of hydrogen, especially when I'm flying it, because I use the boosters to slow down. And see, it did it again. Sometimes you can get it to highlight by just pressing F real quick, and then it'll do everything for you. But sometimes you have to go through inner thought system, which is holding F down and then doing it that way. Man, if I would have brought a Vulture, I could probably get a couple of things of cargo or scrap off that one. But you never know until you get down here. There you go. That's exactly what happened. Somebody wrecked their ship, and that's where they died at. Okay, yeah, right here. Nope, that's somebody using an undersuit, or dropping their undersuit off because they found something cool. These boxes is what I'm looking for today or right now, because they got what I need right here. Carry that one. And it's just some shoes. Let's take our helmet off, drink our juice. You search all these little rooms, and usually you can find more than one crate. Alright, so that topped us off on drink, but not on food. The red ones are always pretty good about giving you food. Check this other room while we're here. There's one right there. We'll check the other 2 places since we're here. Look at there. Mining tools. That's why I like to have a backpack. That's the one thing that was missing a while ago when I was doing those bunker runs, was a backpack. Get these flares. I like to put a flare. I like to use flares when I'm going to the get these purple ones too. Go ahead and get this vest of water. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Anyways, I like to use flares when I'm going to do those cave missions that's in the bounty hunt menu. Oh, here we go. So that's why. So that red one just didn't despawn. So they've probably already gotten everything else that was here. So now we're done because we did what we wanted to do. Now we're going to get back to mining. I'm going to move this away from my face some. My back's kind of hurting. I wonder if there's any cargo on that Mercury Star Runner. It wouldn't matter because I don't have a place to put it. Come on. There we go. Sometimes it just don't line up right. And you can do the same thing for the entering the pilot seat. Just tap that F if it highlights right. You'll fire right up.
Engines on. Launch sequence complete.
Oh, there's an enemy. Could be another player character.
Contact received.
Nope. It is gonna be an NPC. I wonder if we can let's check. Let's see if we can take them down in the prospector. I have no missiles. I just have 2 bulldog repeaters. They are gimpled, so that's a plus.
Shields under attack.
Strafe. Major torque imbalance. Look at there, because I took all that damage. Warning, shield's critical. But how? He hasn't really shot me. Let's put some more of our power towards the shields, right? Yeah. Right there.
Shield under attack. Shield failure.
Yeah, see, so the Prospector's not exactly the ship you want to be fighting people with. Because you see, it's just an NPC. He's pretty much, like, just there, right? He's just there. So let's get a little bit closer.
Shield under attack.
It's just not something we're gonna be able to do. So let's go back over here. Land and do some repairs. Center everything back up. Yeah, so our saddlebags are damaged. So we most definitely want to get those fixed. Look there. There's another Mercury Star Runner right there. Anvil CBR Pisces Rescue. 2 Mercury Star Runners. Wow, this would be the ultimate place to come and get some salvage. I wish I had my Vulture now, because that would be super cool.
Docking procedure started. Docking denied. Landing gear up. Docking procedure started. Docking denied. Landing gear down.
That's too cool, though. That's too cool. You know, now let's go ahead and do our repairs real quick so we don't lose any of our stuff. 853 credits. And see, look at that. We already used all that hydrogen just in that one little scooping up right there. All right, repairs are done.
Launch sequence complete.
All right, let's head this way. So that's going to be somewhere 210 degrees, 215. All right. Scroll my mouse down so we'd get out of that mode that we're in. All right, let's go mining head. Make sure I get close enough that you can hear me. All right, it's too big. 47,000 mass is way too big. 7,000 be right along what we're trying to do. Gold ore. So yeah, we're gonna land right here. And we're gonna hop out and we're gonna put the bore max on it.
Landing successful. Engines off.
All right, let's go throw that bore max on there and hopefully we'll get quite a bit of gold going. And if you tuned in earlier and you watched my other live, I apologize for going out. If you watched it on Twitch, same thing. I apologize that it went out like that because that was not cool. It was kind of stressful. All right, let's put our bore max on our back. I don't know why it did that, but whatever. All right, let's put it right here. Your goal is to try to get your waveform accuracy up. And let's get our propagation. There we go. See where my mouse is? I'm having to really struggle to get it where I need it to be. All right, let's move the field range. So we can't get it anywhere better than that because our axle scattering, waveform accuracy, right there, activate. So we got it at 90%. That's pretty good. It's way better than I had anticipated. So that's pretty awesome. There we go. I always like to park with the front of my ship facing exactly what I want to hit.
Engines on.
Because if I don't, I will lose where I'm at. Ah, see, I do that all the time. It says it's medium difficulty. I doubt that. Let's watch this. We're gonna fly around. We're gonna hit a sweet spot in a rock. We just gotta look for it. That spot that makes it go up further and faster than any other. Alright, you see that right there. Go back a little bit, we'll find it. Circles until I find a sweet spot. Some people say moving it around doesn't make it mine any faster, but I'm a firm believer that it does. Because results don't lie. And every time I crack a huge rock, it's because I was moving it around a bunch. This rock's not even that big. But it is a shell deposit. Alright, see how we've moved around and we can't really find a good spot to hit it at. So, we're fixing to go back over on this side. Where a while ago, find our spot. It's a bit along one of these crack lines where it cracks at. I think I just burned the bore max off of it. That's funny. That's too funny. I didn't even know you could do that. That's what I get for being goofy. They're cheap enough though. 20,000 credits or something. Alright, so yeah, see I was on the right path. Did you see those lines that are starting, those big dark lines are starting to show up in the rock? That's the sweet spot. That's why I move around until I find it. Now we're going to back up, get in that optimal range window, and just sit back and let it do its thing. This is the best part about mining. I hated that I destroyed that bore max, because that's going to affect our ratio. But at this point, even with the iron, 30% gold is pretty good, because gold is like 7,000 per SCU. I back this laser down because we're still climbing.
Extraction mode on.
Yeah, see, our bore max is most definitely gone. Hopefully this broke into some good deposits though. Nope, 2%. So probably not. Dumb mistake on my part. Gold, 31%. We might end up getting it anyways, but I don't know. Oh boy. This whole rock's gonna be divided like that. It's my fault for destroying that bore max. All right, 30% gold, 2% gold. I'm not taking 2%. 30%, 29%, 31%.
Extraction mode on.
So we'll grab it. We'll run it up to the refinery. I'm not refining that iron though. I learned my lesson in that cargo video. One, running cargo has been brutal because of that bug. The cargo grid bug. Maybe this will be 100% gold. That would be awesome. 42% gold. That's higher than the other one. So that's pretty good. My daggone back's hurting. We'll take this too, just because it's got that 1% gold. Oh, watch this one be 100% gold. 50% gold. Man, that's a stinker. All right. Now we just plan our trip back to, I like Hurl L1 the most because that's where all my stuff is. Okay, so we got to find us an OM marker first and foremost. First and foremost, we got to find us an OM marker. All right. Turn this autopilot off. I just noticed something. We'll come back and take a look at that. That's the comm array. OM4. That's what I want to go to right there. OM4.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel.
All right, now
Landing gear up.
now we go over to Earl L1. Double click. I can't wait till they fix this map because right now the map is kind of the map is really atrocious to try to navigate. Golly. Hop in the quantum drive and go. We'll drop this off. We'll probably use Dink's solventation because it's cheap. It takes 24 hours to refine your stuff, but you know, it's cheap. And we won't have much to refine anyways, just the hephaestonite and the gold, because we're gonna trash the iron and any inert materials. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the live chat, or if you watch this after the fact, just hit me up. I've been playing for a while. I just now started streaming or doing videos on it, so I just figured I'd do videos because I like playing the game. I've watched plenty of other videos, and there's some things I've learned that I picked up on myself that I didn't learn from other games or other videos. But Star Citizen's not the only game I play. So far, it's the only game I stream. I'm kind of waiting for Starfield to come out. I'm pretty excited about that. That's a single player. Obviously, anybody watching this video knows all about Starfield. I even saw somebody talking about it was going to be a Star Citizen killer, and I was like, no, they're two different games. Star Citizen is a multiplayer, a huge multiplayer game, and Starfield is a single player game by Bethesda Softworks, which, you know, they make Skyrim and Fallout 4. I think out of all the games I've played, Fallout 4 I've put the most hours into. And ironically, I've never beat it, and it's because I start building those settlements, and then I kind of forget about everything else, and then it's like, I don't know, it gets boring because you get to building these settlements, and it's like there's nothing else. Like, man, this game, golly. But you know, it's a great game. It's got a really good storyline. I especially like the Far Harbor DLC storyline. It's pretty good. You know what? The one with the Mechanist isn't bad either. It should have been way more popular. I have never played the Nuka World one, but I heard it was pretty good too. I have it. I just never played that portion.
Landing gear down.
Come to think about it, I didn't beat Skyrim either. So the last Bethesda game that I beat was Oblivion. No, it wouldn't. It would be Fallout 3. I did beat Fallout 3. I forgot about that. The first Bethesda game I ever played was Morrowind. The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. I actually beat that game. It took a long time. And that was not a game that held your hand. Man, that game, they found some magic with that one. And then each iteration they've tried to refine and make it a little easier each time for people to play. But man, they did not hold your hand in that game. Kind of like Ninja Gaiden. They don't hold your hand in that game either. That game's hard. On PS4, I remember that. No, I think that was on PlayStation 3. But yeah, that was a hard game. This game's hard, especially when the AI rubber bands on you. We go hop on the elevator, we go to the refinery. First thing we'll do, we'll run upstairs. So at the refinery, upstairs is where you go to actually run the refinery process. You can also sell your ore at an ore terminal. So like if you don't have a cargo ship, you just come right over here to the ore sales. It's on the left-hand side when you come in the door. And you select your ship. And look, that little bit of gold that we got sells for just as much as the Hephaestonite that we have 43% of our inventory for. And then iron only sells for 1 AUEC. But we can actually sell iron for 490 credits per container, I think. It's either 490 or it's 700 and something. Okay, so that's a pretty good haul right there. So I got 3 work orders already completed from where I was mining the other day. And we get a negative 3% yield on the gold. But since we're going to use Dink's solventation, right? Oops, I got that for Cormac. Dink's is going to give us a higher yield. So our quantity is 542. We're going to end up with 447. and then 1187 Festa Night. So we're not losing that much. Our total cost is only 3,800 credits. I don't plan on doing a cargo run anytime soon, so let's just, for giggles, there's 2,548 still left on the free. No, the Freelancer Max has 1,200 CSCU, 1,200 CSCU, right, or 12,000. So that's 120 SCU. It's confusing for the scale, I know, but essentially this would be 25 SCU, right? Because if this was 100, this is 112 SCU left. So yeah, that's 25 SCU of space is what that is. We could just keep adding it on there. But yeah, that's confusing. So no big. Let's go down here. Oh, look at that. Some trash on the floor. Imagine that. All right. I need a bore max. I think I'm going to get a stalwart. Cluster modifier 30%. Optimal charge window rate 50. No. See, this is the problem with the stalwart. Optimal charge window size is minus 30%. But this has 10% resistance on the bore max. Resistance minus 50%. Instability plus 15. So we could put a saber on there and knock down the resistance if we wanted to. Because 50% resistance is a huge deal. Let's go ahead and buy us a bore max. Buy the bore max. I wonder if we can put 2 modules on one thing. What's Okunis do? Cluster modifier minus 20%, so that's bad. Let's try it. We're just gonna go try it. So we got a saber, and we got a bore max. Let's throw this in our local inventory, along with these flares, since we got them, and the true hold attachment. Okay. No, utility. Let's put the saber in our backpack. Put the bore max on our back. All right, let's go. Let's go see how this is going to work. When we get to the ship, we'll make sure that it's actually in our inventory, because I did all that bunker running. That means I lost my rifle and everything. So that's so lame. You know, I even came back and stored my ship. I ain't gonna think about it. Not even gonna think about it. I mean, the game's still in alpha. You can't get upset because of the bugs.
Welcome.
I'll tell you, the server was running bad a while ago. It could just been the one I was on, but it caused me to have to end my stream early. My CPU's running at a cool 58, so that's not bad. 58 degrees Celsius. Hopefully you can hear me just fine. We need to check here. We need to make sure we don't need any repairs, and we do. Of course, refuel our hydrogen. We got to refill that. So this will stay up there until everything's filled back up.
Engines on.
And you'll see refuel in progress. Everything's good. Now we can lift off.
Launch sequence.
Hit Alt N to request for docking or request for takeoff. And whatever you do, don't roll your prospector over in the hangar because it will get blown up. Alright, let's go. When you come out of these hangars, look out for debris. Like that stuff right there. See that stuff right there? That stuff will get you killed in a heartbeat. It'll blow your ship up fresh out of the hangar. They fixed a lot of that in 3.19.0. That was it was insane. Like you couldn't even see the debris sometimes. So yeah, we're gonna go back to ITA or IDA. I don't know what you call it. I'm gonna call it ITA because it's just easier. Go back to ITA. Look for some more rocks. Maybe find some more gold. I really do enjoy mining the most. Bunker runs is what everybody wants to see. But mining literally is the most relaxing game loop. Other than salvage is pretty relaxing. The issue with salvage is you get 2 containers and then you got to run down the ladder, use your what do you call them? Your tractor beam, move it over to the back, and then run back upstairs. Which is no big deal. It's actually a kind of fun game loop. Some people find that kind of stuff tedious, but I thought it was fun. What?
Quantum travel complete.
All right, we're out of quantum, but we're fixing to hop back into quantum to get back over to ITA.
Quantum travel engaged.
Yep. Also, I like playing a game called X4 Foundations. It's a single player, but you can do everything.
Quantum travel complete.
Except for like mine. Well, actually, you can mine. You can mine asteroids and stuff. I forgot about that. I usually automate that while I fly around in a little bitty Vanguard Nova. Alright, so this time we're going to quick quantum travel over to the HMS Woodruff side. And that should put us in the sunlight.
Quantum travel engaged.
This is a faster way to get us down to the surface than flying down ourselves. But yeah, that game's got a lot of different ships too. And I have every expansion in that one. The last time I played it, I was playing the Cradle of Humanity
Quantum travel complete.
playthrough on that character. That's where I started. Game start, anyways. All right, let's see what we got. 7,000 meters, so we know that's not gems. Them's there's rocks. So the prospector, like I said earlier, it doesn't handle that well. I mean, you see that the little X there? It's actually two triangles trying to show you where your ship travel is actually traveling in that direction. If you hit V, you can go into scan mode to give you a RS signature. You get familiar enough with the game, then you might have a chart that you keep by so you know what that RS signature is. It'll tell you what type of rock it is or whatnot. Let's see what we have here. Mining mode. Felsic deposit. Never heard of it. Maybe there's some gold in there. It's a Grecium. It's going to be easy. Easy to crack. A Grecium's worth it. I think a Grecium's like 2,900 or 2,700 for SCU. Let's hop off, hop out. I'm going to put our bore max on there and the saber. We'll see what that does. Hopefully it doesn't blow up in my face. But knowing how I experiment, it probably will. Hopefully this will be epic though. Good Lord, that's a big rock. And it said its mass wasn't that big. It's out of its mind. So we want to kind of try to stick it somewhere where you can't see through the rock, right? Like right here. Yeah, like that. But see, it's not the right size when it goes onto the rock. Now we can walk through the rock, which is kind of nutso. So we're already close to our size that we're... Look there, 98%. Way over here is the activate button because literally it's making it too small based on the size. Because if we're standing up under it, look at that. And you can't even like detach it. So let's go right here. And we'll do it again. See, that's what I was talking about. He can't pick it up. All right, let's put it on our bag. So we'll try to put it over here. It may just be coded to recognize that I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, it is. You can't put more than one module on there. And that makes sense. That's be kind of cheating, I guess. But it don't matter. We're going to run over, get our prospector. This one's small enough. We should be able to break it kind of easy. Then this will be our last run. We'll do a little bit more mining and then we'll run back and refine it. And next time I go, live, we should be doing a cargo run with it. But I think I'll fly to Hurston before we actually do go live. Because I'm going to sell it in Loreville.
Launch sequence complete.
Look at there. We're on the money crack already. Look at that. You can kind of look at the surface and see sometimes. But once you find that sweet spot from moving around or however you do it, you're going to crack these rocks. Pretty simple. We'll back up to the optimal range there. So I didn't need it getting too hot too quick. Even though our optimal range, I mean, we are at optimal, but it's not making our window any bigger. So hold Alt and make sure you scroll back on that mouse wheel if you're using a mouse. I play with mouse and keyboard just because out of habit. I've never been good at a joystick. I've looked into getting one though, because I would like to be better at space combat. And that's one of those things you got to practice, practice, practice. So 84% of greasium, that's a good trade-off with only 15% iron. That's a big mass rock, so that's good. It sounded like I said something bad, didn't it? Big mass rock. I cracked myself up. Somewhere my wife's in there laughing probably. Actually, she's probably asleep. We got to get up early in the morning and go do some stuff. I got to help her. Or actually, I got to build some stuff for her. And then I got to run this cut machine that I have. We'll go back and get that other one in a second. I just want to check the last two. 50%. See, the cluster thing should have worked a little bit better than that. I mean, that was 98%. We should have been getting 100% of greasium off some of this. 50%, 78. I'm not taking under 78 because that's just a waste. That iron, that's just too much iron. 20%, 68%, 31% inert material. You can put a filter on here that filters out the trash. The wind's not kicking up yet, so I am going to get out without cutting the engines so I can pick up my bore max. Hey, if we find one of them big ones that says impossible, we'll go throw the resistance, that saber on there. Let's see what it does. Because if it'll knock the resistance down, we should be good. All right. All right, that's the easiest way to get that. Ain't no sense trying to dig around on the ground for it. And the next time I place the mining gadget, we will do it from a little bit further back and see if it works to keep it from being all messed up.
Launch sequence complete.
All right, 7,228 meters. So at that distance, it's most definitely going to be a stone. I'll show you how this works. We'll zoom scan, right? And then we'll scan, hold left, you roll out, and then you hold the left mouse click. And that shows us that's the rock symbol, so we know that's rocks over here. Three rocks. Yep, 3 of them. And those are gems because they just showed up at 3,000 meters. So if you have a rock, ROC, that's too many small rocks. I bet we broke these earlier. No, that's a nice deposit. I couldn't have done that. These are generally too big. Terranite. Oh, look, here's one I got to break. Nope. Somebody else mined this. They already took all the good stuff. All right. Let's see what we got here. Maybe this is something I'll take. 26,000. This could be too big. 0 resistance. Probably 30,000 math. 18,000. 30% resistance. Impossible, it says. If we can get that charge level to go a little bit green somewhere, then it's not impossible. Alright, ain't gonna work. Golly, that one says impossible too. Why did I have a torque imbalance just then? Yep, nope, it's impossible. Hold the phone. I think we're moving in the wrong direction. No, we're moving in the right direction because that was those. I said those were going to be gems. So far we only have 12 SCU. Yeah, see, gems. Told you. All right, what we got here? Quartzite. All right. Usually I can bust quartzite pretty simple. Barrel. All right, let's get down on the ground. Make sure our landing gear is down though. It is. So you see there's a little dot right there on the left. Right here. That lets you know your landing gear's down. Lets you also know if you're coupled. I wish my torque wasn't out of balance. I don't really know what causes that. Sometimes it's from damage. We have no damage. So it could be from just a bug. Used to, these ladders would kill you as soon as you tried to mount it or dismount it. It was pretty crazy. All right, bore max. Put it on the back. And let's roll it out. Let's get somewhere it's not moving. There you go. So now it's way down here. Excuse me. Now let's try this. Let's move this around and try to match this up a little bit better. Let's see here. What the heck? Did you see that? That's crazy. Alright, so we're at 94%. 95. $95 is the best we're going to be able to get it, guys. So let's activate that. So putting it on differently did make a difference by standing further back, but the controls are still way off where they're supposed to be. And that's a recent bug, because I use these things all the time, and on like the last 2 times out mining, I had that bug hit.
Engines on. Launch sequence.
I was moving to the left because I think that's a crack line right there. Find that magic spot and we'll be good to go. Instead of getting closer, make it get more powerful. I mean, that's a crack line right there. I guarantee that's where it's going to bust at when it does bust. I like the way that laser looks. It reminds me of the Ghostbusters Proton Pack, which, you know, that's one of my favorite movies. The video game wasn't bad either. I waited in line to get that game. Forgot how old I was. I was old enough to have kids, and I was out of the army, so actually I didn't wait in line. I went to Walmart and got it the night it came out, and they had to go get the manager because nobody wanted to like actually get it out of the case. The only game I really waited for was Mass Effect 3. And I bought the special edition at a gaming store that we all know of. And it was supposed to come with the Normandy. Well, by the time I got in there, they actually sold my copy to somebody else. And I was very angry. So this one's worth breaking, but we have to be super careful because you see that meter right here? That is tiny. So we need to crank up our voltage. That's what I'm gonna call it anyway. Our juice. And then back down a little bit, go back up. Instability is what causes that little thing that's happening right now where it shoots back down super fast. And then it goes back down really fast. I mean, it's... This is when you bring a second module out. One that helps you with your optimal window. And there we go. So that one was a little bit stressful because I don't want to bust it in the red zone, because then stuff will be flying everywhere. It's the craziest thing in the world. But every one of these pieces will be a 100% barrel, which is really good. Because I find that barrel is one of the easiest things for me to find and make money on fairly quickly. Because we can use, I think, chromatic analysis. And when you do that, you can actually get a good portion of your... it gives you a high yield for a medium amount of money. And you'll get it in 8 hours instead of 24. So if you're doing a bunch of runs like this, you can make some decent money pretty quick. But again, the whole point of mining is just to kind of chill. It's not to be stressing out. Because, you know, we all want to be stressed all the time. Look at all that barrel. So guess what? That means the mining module worked the way we wanted it to. Actually worked better than I wanted it to. Because that's going to leave us with... So now I think we're having a little bug. Because it's not going to remember what these pieces are. Well, no, maybe I just didn't scan them. 100 iron, 20 iron, 100 iron, 40 barrel, 59 iron. We're almost full. It's not worth breaking another rock. See? So we got all that barrel. Let's get our bore max. Hop out, get our bore max, fly back to Hurl L1 Green Glade Station, and then we'll throw that in a refinery and call it a day. Come on. There we go. That was kind of underground a little bit. Oh, man. There we go. Turn that off. Sometimes the buttons just don't work the way you want them to. Look at how pretty this rock right here is. That's so cool. Major torque imbalance. Usually I get that problem whenever I'm trying to there we go. When I come out of quantum too early, or you get interdicted. But this time we're just gonna ignore it
Landing gear.
and go to our station and store it. And when we store it, that should correct any issues that we're having with torque and balance. If not, we'll always fly it into the surface of a planet to blow it up. Or into an asteroid. But if you're going to do that, don't wear any armor, because that's a pain to get that stuff back. Plus, you got a ton of credits. I just gave away 1,000,000 credits not too long ago. I got 675,000 now, just from kind of running bunkers and just generally BSing around. Well, there's the cargo run. The cargo run netted me about 250,000 credits, which was pretty good. But it was a pain, because I made the mistake of storing my Freelancer Max with the cargo on it, and when I unstowed it, I had to move every single box on the cargo grid. It was insane. I'll never do that again. It's one of the dumbest errors. Hopefully it'll get fixed in the next update. Emily. Thought I heard my kid.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
I'm bad about wrecking my ship here at the space station, the Prospector, because I get overly confident when I'm flying the Prospector, and I'm like, oh, it's my Aegis Avenger Stalker, and you just can't do that with it. You know what I mean? I mean, you just can't. You'll fly over and get destroyed.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
As soon as you hear that, go ahead and hit that Alt N to request that docking permission. I'll tell you, one of the places I have the most trouble docking at, to be honest with you, is Microtech, New Babbage. Half the time I can't find the landing pad. You know, that arrow doesn't show up until you're close. Also had a problem at Orison. Oh look, another broken ship parts. Nope, same broken ship parts because of persistent entity streaming. It's one of the curses is that stuff stays around for
Landing gear down.
indefinitely. I don't really know how long.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
All right, let's power off.
Engines off.
We're gonna initiate repairs because something wasn't right and we were getting that torque imbalance. All right, dismount. We'll run to the refinery and we'll start our refining thing, or refinery process. Store our ship, get our stuff refining, and then tomorrow I don't have a scheduled stream, but I'll probably stream the cargo run just to or at least record the video just to show how that works. or document the daggum cargo
Welcome
bug.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
So let's store that.
Please visit us.
And let's run to the refinery. I pretty much run everywhere in this game, along with everybody else. Also learned if you're wearing Morzov armor, you're more likely for your heart rate or whatever, blood pressure to go up. Alright. Used to, these elevators were slow. Like, it'd take forever. But they did something. CIG did something awesome, and they got that working really good. See how much the ore would sell for itself. The ore would sell for 29,000 credits, so not too shabby. Miss Prospector, set up our work order. We're gonna just do barrel and agresium, right? Is it fair on exchange? Let's get a quote on fair on exchange. So fair on exchange is double the price, low speed, moderate cost, high yield, but it gets it done in 8 hours, 27 minutes. Pyrometric chromalysis is low speed, high cost, high yield. But watch this, 22,000 credits, right? And it'll be done in 4 hours. I think that's a waste. So we're gonna do Dinks, 25 hours, 23 minutes, 22 hours, 46 minutes. So I probably won't be doing a video tomorrow or today because it's already Friday. I won't be doing another video today on, well, not on this. I'll probably, what happened? Oh. I'll probably do a rock mining video tomorrow. That's actually a really good idea. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe to the video. Or subscribe to my channel, because I'll be posting all kinds of Star Citizen videos. I mostly do solo play, so it'll just be solo playing. And hit that notification bell. Check me out on Twitch. I'm on Twitch too. Ghost3 Bravo, that's my name there. And that's also my name on Facebook. So, yeah, there it is. I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good night.